This is Rogue Wing, Coraline, or Helen RD over at Starship Modeler. Welcome to the workshop. Okay, before I get back to working on the Mark 7 Vipers, I want to make a quick shout out to Phase 171 over on YouTube. Those of you building the kit in more normal fashion, using the kit cockpit tub, you shouldn't run into the problems I ran into with the canopies. Canopies are actually designed to be installed from the inside of the kit. Yes, you heard me, from the inside of the kit. This is where my problem came in. Because of the way I poured my canopies, I couldn't do it that way. So I had no choice but to trim them so I could install them from the outside. Just wanted to make that clarification. Update time on the Vipers. Was able to get out today, let the heat die down a little. Got out and got some primer on and got some paint on the engines. Fuselages are looking good, although I do need to go in and touch up the areas underneath the leg holes. I'll probably repaint the cockpits in a lighter shade of gray. My seam filling, it's done fairly well. There were a couple of them where the aves came off. I realized tonight, after I got the primer on, that I had forgotten to add the missing RCS thrusters. So I've gone in and taken care of that. Cowlings are done. All that's really left on these is to go in and pick out the guns. Got the fill-in panel. The area here won't really matter because it won't be visible behind the engines. Last but not least, the engines themselves got primered in the same gray, and their current shade should be no surprise. That's completely shot with Tester's graphite dust. I'll keep them as a separate assembly until I get all the detail painting done on the fuselages. Probably go in and give them a wash of black and then dry brush them. But that's where we sit at the moment. Okay, gotten started with the detail painting. Those of you who have watched me work before will recognize my favorite mask of choice, electrical tape. Now, one of the reasons I'm using it instead of the standard masking tape on this one is a lot of these lines are slightly curved. It's a lot harder to get the standard masking tape to follow that. Whereas with the electrical tape, I can bend it to conform with the line I want to follow. Got the bottom of bird number 1, as well as the red for the rudder and engine cowling on both of the birds. I'm going to let it sit for a bit before I take the masks off. This has actually been hand brushed with about 3 coats of an acrylic red. And I'll be back with more progress. Okay. Getting work done on the detail painting. As you can see, I've got the red areas on the bottom here, as well as the gold areas on the sides. I still have to do the red nose wedging on both ships. But so far, things are coming out just fine. Got the cowling's pretty much done at this point. I've gone in and painted the guns cowlings just basically at this point need the RCS thrusters accented, and they'll be ready to go. Got a lot of work done, still have a lot of work to do.